Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 ways you can avoid running out of steam in conversation with a woman so that you never have to fall into an awkward silence ever again. So, have you ever been in a conversation with a woman where it's going pretty okay? You're saying something, she's saying something, so both of you are saying something, and then out of nowhere, you both kind of nod and yeah, and then you find yourself doing one of these. Well, don't worry, because it happens to everybody. In fact, there's 3 reasons why we run out of steam in conversation when we're talking to people. And today I'm going to go over those 3 reasons and exactly what to do every single time you catch yourself falling victim to one of those awful reasons and how to save yourself to keep that conversation connected and flowing and going. Okay, first I'm going to go over what makes a conversation connected and exciting and engaging and interesting enough for you and her to want to be in it. Because let's be real, if you're not interested in that conversation, she's going to feel that and she won't be interested in that conversation either. Everyone's number 1 interest is themselves. That's my number 1 interest. It's your number 1 interest. It's my mom's number 1 interest. It's everyone's. And the one thing we can always connect on is my experience and your experience. We all got here the same way. And we're all going out the same way. So because everyone's number 1 interest is inherently themselves, and because we all share a human connection, you can never go wrong with talking about either yourself or about her. So here's 3 ways that most guys fuck it up. First way is over talking about yourself. So have you ever caught yourself talking about like, yeah, work is really great. It's been a good time. That's where all my friends have come from. You know, I didn't always think I'd be doing this, but after a while I got pretty confident in it, and you know, it's where I like to be now. Exactly. You look over and she's got that look like. What happens is you're running out of your own steam and she's sitting there thinking, I guess he's just gonna power this boat by himself. He doesn't even need any of my steam. So why would she even contribute when she doesn't feel like you even want her to contribute? Easiest way to course correct in that instance is to turn the conversation around and ask her, how about you? The how about you immediately recharges her brain and resets it to think, woohoo, it's about me now. So she'll immediately forget that you kind of just sat there and talked about yourself the entire time without including her, and get her to want to be engaged in the conversation again. Oh my god, me, like, yeah, I didn't know, I just like wanted a job at college and like it's whatever, I really want to be like a hairdresser. Whatever it is, that's the best way to re-engage when you catch yourself kind of talking about yourself a little too much. The second way you can run out of steam in a conversation is to overuse her steam. This is when talking about her too much can steer you wrong. So what do you like to do for fun? That sounds really fun. How often do you do it? Is it a lot of fun? Do you do it with all your friends? Do your family like doing it? Do you do it every day? Like, oh my god, get over me. You'll probably notice her start to shut down, start to give you one-word answers, start finding ways to get out of the conversation. It has the exact opposite effect as you overusing your steam. Now what you're doing is you're trying to get her to use all her steam, and she's running out and she's tired. She's like, why isn't he helping me? We're both supposed to use steam to power this boat. And she'll want to just like break down and kill herself. I'm just kidding. But not really. So the easiest way to turn it around from over talking about her is to reinsert yourself into the picture. That's so funny. I've never done that before. In fact, this one time I tried doing it, I ended up butt naked on a baseball field with all my friends taking pictures of me. Whatever it is, relate to her. Engage yourself in the conversation so that she doesn't feel like she's put on the spot and using up all her energy for your sake. Again, it works the same way to reset her brain into thinking, woohoo, we're connected. It's not just about me, or it's not just about him. We're in this together. Now, the third way you will run out of steam is the most common way, and people don't understand it, and I hate it. It's called Google gaming. To me, this is when you talk about stuff that you can easily find on Google. How's the weather? What's it like in your hometown? Or stuff Alexa will tell you. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 88 degrees. Tonight.
I talk to Alexa every day. I don't want you to have to be my second Alexa. And the thing is, nobody has a vested interest in things that don't have to do with our human experience. I don't have an inherent interest in the number of degrees outside. I don't have a vested interest in my hometown of Brick, New Jersey, realistically, or what kind of trees grow there, or what the best beach weather is. I have an interest in the things that make me human and things that are about me. Oh, you grew up in Jersey? I grew up in Jersey. I grew up in the part of Jersey where it was on the show, and it made me never want to tell people that I was from that area. Do you see the difference? It's a lot different than talk about, like, we have a beach and we have a boardwalk, and what about your hometown? Do you have a beach and a boardwalk? That's the stuff you can relate to, these third-party things. So as long as you turn it around to talk about your experience with those things, you can never go wrong. So those are the 3 ways that everybody else runs out of steam in conversation and runs out of things to say. And those are also the 3 ways that you can keep it interesting and never run out of things to say, period. And for more tips and techniques and all the nitty-gritty on what us girls think about and ultimately want, don't forget to subscribe to my email newsletter, unless you get me already in there. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to see even more videos on how to get the women you want.